This is my response to Emelina's most recent video. I apologize for any ambient voices you may hear in the background. I don't have any kind of control over that. There are people over at the house, people that I find a little annoying, and not all of them, in case any of them see this broadcast, and you can sort out who's not. But there are people over the house, and I can't be responsible for their ambient voices. Anyway, here is my response to you, Emelina, on your latest video. Now, unfortunately, I can't really give you much of an answer in regards to your first question, which is the question of, if you are a neat freak, how do you feel living with a person who is a bit of a mess? I can't really give you much of an answer on that one because, well, I'm kind of a casual guy, kind of a casual, let everything fall where it may kind of guy, you know. My desk is kind of a mess, but I can find everything when I need to. So, I'm not necessarily a pig. I don't bring mountains of chocolate into the bed. You might want to talk to him a bit more seriously about that. I will, however, answer, maybe not answer, but respond to something before I answer your second question. It's just how you say that you feel like you're vulgar, or you feel like you curse a lot, or that maybe you don't present yourself in necessarily the best way because you feel like you may be flirting. Okay, well, let me tell you something, Emma. You're gonna get away with it, especially probably with the majority of people who watch your videos. I don't really know like where you get the most hits from, if it's from New Zealand or Australia or Tasmania or England, or if it's in the USA, which is where I am. I'm in Colorado. And, but I can go ahead and tell you pretty much that generally with the American audience to your videos, you can pretty much get away with anything you want to say because you're saying it with that very enticing, enticing's not the right word. I don't know, that wonderful Tasmanian accent you have. I can, regardless of how real that may be, because honestly, I gotta be honest with you, Emma, I really don't know, and I'm a little taken aback by your accent sometimes. But pretty much anything you say with that accent, regardless of its vulgarity or how many curse words may be in it, you're pretty much gonna get away with it, I assure you. So, I wouldn't worry about that. You've never come across as vulgar. I mean, even when you're talking about like dirty old men and sperm, you know, I assure you, honey, you're gonna get away with pretty much anything you want to say, and it's gonna come off sounding a little cute. Anyway, however, in regards to your second question, the how do you fuck a friend? Well, I'll say, how do you make love to a friend without it screwing up everything? Well, I myself had a bit of a recent interaction in that, in the vein of that. A dear friend of mine and I hooked up one night. It was actually kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. And it was funny because I basically asked her if she felt like having a little casual sex, and she didn't even really have to think about it. She looked over at me and said that, you know, she's had a friends with benefits type of relationship before. You know, I don't know if that's what you all would call it in Tasmania, but that's sometimes what we call it here. Fuck buddies, you know, I don't know. And she said that she feels it would be cool. She said she felt that it would be cool, it'd be okay to have the same kind of relationship with me. I shouldn't have said fuck buddies. That's really bad. So please forget I said that. Friends with benefits. Let's just keep it in mind. And what can I say? We talked about it for about 10 minutes or so, and then immediately after we had sex. Some annoying people in the house. I'm trying not to talk too loud so they won't think I'm in here talking to myself. It really was just that simple. I'm being honest with you here, Emma. It was that simple. We were both kind of in that mode that night, and we just went for it, and it didn't affect our friendship at all. We haven't become more close. I mean, maybe we have if you look at it that way, but we haven't become more close. We haven't become more distant. We're not awkward around each other. It sounds like you got a good thing with this girlfriend of yours, And it actually genuinely, from what you say in the video, sounds like something that you both would be interested in, a little sexual exploration, there's nothing wrong with that. So if you want to, don't be weird about it. Ask her if she wants to, because she sounds like she does, and if you really want to, then go for it. So, you know what I mean? Just, you don't have to tiptoe around it. I think if you genuinely bring it up to her as a possibility of something that you both want to do, I think she'll totally go for it. And it might be something you enjoy, might not be. Maybe you'll find out a little something extra about yourself, maybe you won't. But either way, do it for the experience. Do it because you want to do it is the number one thing. So, how about you? Well, anyway, I think that's about all I have to say. I've had enough of my crappy camera work already by now. By the way, this is the light. Ooh, poetic and creative, right? Yeah. I'm Tony Wynn. I'm checking out.